Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me is Sara, Mehle, ESG Index Strategist with Nasdaq Global Indexes, to discuss the ISE Clean Edge Water Index and some unique challenges that the water industry is facing. Sara, it's great to see you as always. Welcome back to Trade Talks, and give us an overview of water infrastructure and resiliency.
Hey, Jill, good to see you. So, we all know that water is essential, whether we're brewing our morning cup of coffee or whether, water is involved in manufacturing, like saving pharmaceuticals. We need water to live, and we know that there is a water shortage, a vital resource. Again, when we dig deeper into the water industry, we do find some unique challenges and opportunities that create an investment case for investing in water. So some of the challenges we're looking at, so leak management, looking at leaky pipes, lack of funding to improve infrastructure, artificially low pricing, control of contaminants. So some expenses there, looking at treating some water with increased regulation, and then extreme weather, whether that's too much rain or droughts that we're seeing some water resources completely dry up, specifically out in California. So opportunities there, looking at ways to reuse some water, nutrient recapture, agriculture irrigation monitoring, and remote metering, and then water recapture from alternative sources like taking in fog actually, and using that to generate some more water. So a very interesting industry, and again, a lot of opportunities there in terms of an investment case.
How does one invest in water?
So for this particular index, the ISE Clean Edge Water Index, symbol HHO, tracks the performance of companies that derive a substantial portion of their revenues from the water industry, the wastewater industry specifically. So looking at utilities and water distribution, infrastructure, water solutions, so that's purification and filtration, and then looking at consulting and metering and construction. So that is the index itself. The ISE Clean Edge Water Index is tracked by the First Trust Water ETF, symbol FIW. And right now we are seeing that that index, it consists of 36 stocks, so 36 individual names, again, that are involved in this particular industry. And right now we see the overweight in the index at industrials. We also see exposure there to utilities, healthcare, basic materials, tech, and consumer staples. But it is not, a utilities ETF, or index, if you will. It is overweight industrials.
Interesting. How has the index performed?
So looking at the performance of the HHO index on a total return basis, we are seeing some underperformance this year relative to a broader utilities index. But we look at industrials and then just a large cap index, that we're actually outperforming, and we've outperformed over the 1, 3, 5, 7, and 10-year numbers, going back again 10 years to 2012. And then when we look at historical drawdowns, we're seeing drawdowns in line with utilities, although when we look at correlation, we do find that this index typically acts more like an industrial index versus utilities. So again, looking at the case for water, the ISE Clean Edge Water Total Return Index is one way that we are able to track that particular industry.
All right, Sara, appreciate the insight as always. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.